President Trump does say controversial things, and when he does, it's expected that the news media is going to report on them. But what isn't expected is when President Trump says things that are controversial, we don't expect the media to exaggerate the controversial nature of what he said, making it even more controversial. And here is an example.
A beautiful day with incredible people that were wonderful, great Americans, I will tell you. John McCain goes, "Oh boy, Trump makes my life difficult." He had 15,000 crazies show up, crazies. He called them all crazy. I said, they weren't crazy. They were great Americans. These people, if you would have seen these people, I know what crazy is. I know all about crazies. These weren't crazy. So he insulted me, and he insulted everybody in that room. And I said, somebody should run against John McCain, who has been, in my opinion, not so hot. And I supported him. I supported him for president. I raised $1 million for him. It's a lot of money. I supported him. He lost. He let us down. But, he lost. So I never liked him as much after that, because I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? You can have, and I believe perhaps he's a war hero, but right now he said some very bad things about a lot of people.
Understand the point I'm trying to make here. This isn't a video that's trying to excuse Trump for his comments about John McCain. Rather, what I'm trying to do here is point out how the media reported all of this. Because there's a big difference. I mean, Trump initially said he's not a war hero. But then less than a second later, he followed it up by saying he's a war hero, and then he followed that immediately by qualifying it and saying, well, he's a war hero because he was captured. He said that twice. And then he says, I believe he's what was the word he used? Perhaps a war hero. Okay? Now, none of this may seem significant because it's all really not very complimentary to John McCain, right? I mean, it's still something of an insult. And it's or at least less than flattering, right? But it becomes important when you see how the media reports this. That's the key here. Here is the article from the Washington Post regarding the incident where Trump made this comment about John McCain. I want to draw your attention to the very first sentence in this article by Philip Rucker. It says here, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump slammed John McCain, a decorated Vietnam War veteran, on Saturday by saying McCain was not a war hero because he was captured by the North Vietnamese. Now that is not what he said. In fact, in the very next line, Rucker reports what he actually said. He said, he's a war hero because he was captured. But up here he says he was not a war hero because he was captured. That's the level of reporting from the Washington Post. This kind of juicing up the insult happened at a number of media outlets. The New York Times highlighted only the most salacious part of Trump's remarks, without mentioning that he referred to McCain as a hero 4 times after he said he was not a hero, which he said only once. NBC did exactly the same thing. We need more honest reporting from the news media. President Trump does often insult his opponents, but the question is, why does the media feel obliged to make the insults appear worse than they already are? For Great Vocal Majority, I'm Tony Codispoti. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for listening.